Yes, people, welcome back to the Red Zone. I'm AJ, and this is all your Manchester United sports, entertainment, and news updates. This is your match reaction video for the FA.Cup quarter-final between our Manchester United and Fulham. It finished Manchester United 3, Fulham 1. We're going to talk about the results. We're going to talk about the performances of some of the players. Obviously, we're going to touch on the flashpoints in the games. And yeah, we'll look ahead to what's coming next. So let's get into it. First thing we have to say is obviously just to progress and to get the win, it's a good thing. So obviously you have to take it. We have to be happy with that. But realistically, we can't kid ourselves. You know what I'm saying? At some point in the game, Fulham were cruising. We looked like the shadow of ourselves. Definitely a shadow of how Ten Hag likes his team to play. The pressing game wasn't there. The individual interactions between the midfield and the attack and the defence and the midfield weren't there. It was just all a bit chaotic. Do you know what I'm saying? Watching the game, you could see the fatigue. Now, obviously, he made a couple of changes, but do you know what I'm saying? It's still the same squad. You could just see the fatigue. The energy levels weren't there. The snap. Do you know what I'm saying? There was a snap to the play when we were obviously going on a mad run. Everything was quick. Everything was precise. Each player knew what they had to do, and it just hasn't been like that for the last couple of games. And that can only be down to fatigue, lack of players available, lack of signings. We'll go over it again and again and again. As much as people like to think it's mourning, it's not. It's just a state of fact. You know what I'm saying? Look at Liverpool's bench, look at Man City's bench, Arsenal's bench. Do you know what I'm saying? And then look at our bench. We're relying on people like Pellistri, Garnacho, who's obviously out injured now. These are the young players that we're hoping can come on and change a game for us. Not good enough for where we need to be or where we want to be. Now, luckily enough, we got the win. Obviously through some madness and obviously a little bit of period of domination, but it could have been so much different, and it probably should have been so much different. Fulham will just feel aggrieved, and you have to understand where they're coming from, to be honest. Yeah, Maguire starting again. I don't know whether it's because the England camp was coming up or whatever, and he's had a talk with Ten Hag and begged him or something to play a couple of games. But again, second game in a row, shit, too slow. Drops back too deep, slows the game down with the play, stupid yellow cards, fouls around the box, holding people. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't want to go too hard on people, but when you blatantly see them come in and the team plays like that, it can only be that. Now, he's going to have to go in the summer. 100% he's going to have to go in the summer. He's probably going to want to anyway because of the type of player he is. But he's going to have to go in the summer because it's not good enough. Especially Ten Hag don't want to play like that. When we see Rafa and Licha, they're basically playing on the halfway line. When you see Maguire playing, it's like middle of, in between the halfway and in between our own box. Just creating pressure, welcoming attacks onto the defence. That's not what we want. Also sucking Wan-Bissaka in, because we know we've saw the development of Aaron Wan-Bissaka since Ten Hag's been there, much improved going forward. He's always going to be one of the best one-on-one defenders at right back. But yesterday we didn't get to see no attacking from him really, because Maguire needs him to stay close because of the pace. So he's not only having an effect on the game himself, he's having an effect on other players' games and negatively as well. And that's not what we need. Yeah, David De Gea, world-class save as well. This was at 1-0, but do you know what I'm saying? We could have been 2-0 down at one point. And people want to diss him. Obviously, he's kicking shit. Do you know what I mean? We'll call a spade. He's kicking shocking. But when he's pulling out saves like that, and let's be honest with you, he's doing it every other week, basically. You can't really ask. Well, I say ask. You can't really bun him too much. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so we'll just get on to it, because like I say, the game itself, Fulham were dominating, creating the most chances. They must have had about 225 corners. they were just outplaying us, you know what I'm saying? They looked the better team, and we can't hide away from that. But we come out for the second half, and you're obviously hoping for better, no changes, and pretty much the same again. Do you know what I'm saying? Because within 5 minutes, Mitrovic has scored, and then you're 1-0 down, and you're really thinking, fuck me, like, what's going on today? Do you know what I'm saying? Bad day at the office, we're going to get kicked out of a cup, and the run's going to come to an end, you know what I'm saying, of being in all the competitions. It was just a bit of a madness. And they kind of stood, they looked comfortable after that as well. Like I said, they were still creating chances. De Gea had to make that save. Then obviously Ten Hag has had enough and decided to make a sub. And I was sitting there with V, and I just love it when I'm right. Do you know what I'm saying? To be honest, we both kind of did, but V brought it up talking about what's he doing with this substitution, this and that. Obviously, he brought McTominay off, who had a shocking game. And brought Anthony on, so you're thinking, what's going on there? Do you know what I mean? But he's a mad scientist, and this is what I had to say. If he does something that seems out of field, he's obviously doing it for a reason, and Ten Hag's yet to give us a reason not to trust what he does in the game. Do you know what I'm saying? So I was fully behind it. Obviously, he's brought Anthony on, he's took McTominay off, he's dropped Bruno further back with Sabitzer. Rashford's gone up top, and Weghorst has dropped to the 10. And it worked because we gained a foothold in the game. Do you know what I'm saying? Anthony, Bruno did his thing. Do you know what I mean? But let's not kid ourselves. Anthony changed the game when he came on. Probably a bit of Ten Hag with the tinkering, dropping Bruno back. That's why we mentioned Bruno. But Anthony came on and had a massive impact. He was running at defenders, he was causing problems, making them think. We had a bit more speed going down there. So Anthony did well and came on, do you know what I mean? And we got a bit of a foothold in the game. Bruno started to dictate it more. Sabitzer came into it. Sabitzer didn't have a bad game in the first half. He was a bit like the whole team. He's quiet, but in the second half came more into his own, more involved. Had a few snapshots. You could see him popping up with the 1-2s and that. So Sabitzer obviously felt a bit better with Bruno next to him than he did McTominay. Yeah, and then obviously the madness in Manchester, the game just turned on its head completely. And to be fair, it kind of saved Jadon Sancho, because Sancho's put through, did everything right, great control, kept the ball close to his feet, rounded the keeper, and you're thinking, just smash it in with your left foot, but he doesn't. He stops the ball and tries to cut back in on his right, takes the shot, yeah, and hits the player on his arm, Willian. Hits Willian on his arm, so obviously that's stopping a goal scoring opportunity, so that's a penalty. But it kind of saves Sancho, because he should have took the shot anyway, but that's nothing to really moan about right now, do you know what I mean? So yeah, penalty, red card for Willian, and it just all kind of fucking kicks off, do you know what I'm saying? Mitrovic is all up in the referee's face, chest bunks him, pokes him in the face, straight red card. Fulham manager Marco Silva on the touchline obviously said something he shouldn't have, straight red card. So they're just all in disarray now. Bruno slots the penalty away, wicked penalty, sent the keeper the wrong way, sat him down. And you could just see, I saw our players, I saw the Bruno celebration, the passion in it, and the players were like, yo, come on, we've got this, let's get back. And you look at the Fulham players, and they're just 9 men. And they're walking back with their head down. They look like a crushed team. They look like they know what's coming next. And boy, did it come next. It come literally in the next attack. Sabitzer, some mad back heel flick from the low-driven cross over the keeper, 2-1. Sabitzer's first goal for United, so glad for him for that. And boy, was it needed. Do you know what I mean? After that, then 2-1, they're done. They just crumbled, which is understandable. 9 men. Manager off the sideline, they're just folded, you know what I'm saying? Bruno late goal literally was some FIFA goal where you know you've won the game and you're just thinking, I'm not even placing this shit, I'm just fucking rifling it in the top corner, and it's exactly what he did. 3-1 United, we go through. Not pretty, you know. I don't know how many times I have to keep quoting Vin Diesel, but it don't matter whether you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning. And that goes to football. It don't matter whether you're playing shit. teams play shit and get the wins. That's the mark of a good team. Now, obviously, we had a bit of luck today, and you have to have a bit of luck. Ask anyone about that. Ask Alex Ferguson how much luck they had during the period of dominance. So yeah, we had to ride our luck a bit. But like I say, and I've said it many times in the videos, decisions go for you, decisions go against you. Today, it worked out for us. 2 red cards, manager gone. Pretty sure, it just goes to show with the bullshit Casemiro red cards we've had, we're bound to get one, like I said, and no doubt before the end of the season, we'll have some more bullshit go against us, and we'll have some more bullshit that goes against another team, what benefits us. It's just the way football is, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so semi-final against Brighton, chance of a all Manchester final, Manchester derby in the final, but obviously it's going to be a bit tricky against Brighton. They're playing well, good team, well-oiled team, but there's no reason we can't beat them. This is going to be at Wembley as well, so obviously the players step up the game for that game and make it through to another final. But we're still in all competitions, and that's what we like to see. Yeah, that's about it really for this video. Let us know what you thought of the performance. Be interesting to hear, especially about McTominay. Also, let us know your player ratings, what you thought of this video as well down in the comments, along with any shout outs you've got, any questions you've got, drop them in there as well. Don't forget to give this video a like. Don't forget to subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family. Also, don't forget to turn on the notifications bell so you know when we've uploaded our latest video. And go and follow us on Instagram for a load of daily content. That's at the bottom of the page now, and the link is in the video description. Yeah, so we pause, guys. International break. We're taking a couple of England games. Rashford's pulled out the squad, so we'll see how Shaw and Maguire get on. We might do a video on the England performances, mainly talk about how the United players did. But other than that, we'll probably just upload some videos on what's going on with the sale of the club, the Qataris, Sir Jim Radcliffe, all the investors. So yeah, just stay tuned and we'll have something out for you in the next few days. And I want to say a big thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.